What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the New Figure Creation Channel. I'm your host, Chase, and in this video, I'm going to be doing my official breakdown of the Avengers Tower Lego set, the 2023 edition. That is $500 US. It is set 76269, has 5,201 pieces, and has 31 minifigures. Now, we'll get into the minifigures in a bit, but first, my overall thoughts on the build. I think it's really incredible. I've seen a lot of great mocks of this set, scaled a little bit bigger and definitely smaller, and I think this is definitely a great combination of all of them. It includes a lot of great parts from the movies. There are a lot of scenes to pull from. You definitely have this basement, ground floor level where you have a little bit raised up so that you have some room to walk in. You have, of course, the scene from Endgame, and then you also have the lab from, from Age of Ultron. Then I'm not really sure what this middle section is, but let me know in the comments if you know. Now we do have an Iron Man sort of armory place where he can work with his sort of lab, and then we actually have an inaccuracy. This should have taken place on a helicarrier in the Avengers movie, but it is a cell where Loki is being held at this moment. We don't have really great images of what's going on top, except for this the helicarrier the Quinjet can fit comfortably up on this platform, and then of course other things can be going on the roof. This Quinjet can fit one minifigure, and then it also comes with another build, which is one of the Leviathan Chitauri sort of creatures, which is really cool. Like I said, this set comes with about 31 minifigures. I don't know if that's including the little Ant-Man, but a bunch of these are very cool, and a bunch of them are a little disappointing. Now, we have seen sets with this many minifigures before. Definitely the Daily Bugle was one, but I do think the Daily Bugle has more stronger minifigures. While, this set has 3 Tony Starks and 2 Captain Americas, and even though there were a bunch of different types of Peter Parkers in the Daily Bugle, there were so many diverse versions of spiders, so many excellent detail. Now we see a lot of these figures, most of these on the bottom row, have no leg printing and have just torso printing, and reuse all these Chitauri. There's no new prints here. And same thing with a lot of these figures. Basically all of other than this Iron Man, I think they're all reuses of figures from before in this first row. And then of course we have this brand new Hawkeye, which other than the hair piece, which was just used in the Marvel CMF, and the head print, that's all completely new. Then Wanda, I think, is reused from the earlier set that came out this year. Then we have a pretty new mold for Falcon, and arguably the best figure in this set, which I'm now looking at, and I'm not saying that it's incredible because it doesn't really have that good arm printing, but I'm not complaining because this Vision is really excellent. Same thing with this War Machine. I'm pretty sure he came out in the Iron Man Armory from last year, but I was not able to pick him up, so this is another great opportunity to do so. And then Pepper Potts, Wong, of course Nick Fury, and all from previous sets. And then this Helen Cho, I believe that's what her name is a brand new figure. Now we of course have this new Smiling Hulk, which we've seen a Smiling Hulk one time before in one of the Endgame sets, and he has brand new green pants, which are gray pants. I'm not sure if that's completely accurate. I don't know if it's supposed to be purple or gray. Fact check me in the comments, please. And then we have, of course, a micro version of Dummy. And then we, of course, have Eric Selvig, 3 S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, Alexander Pierce, 4 Chitauri, Loki, and Ultron. Now, a lot of people are saying this Ultron is a never-seen-before character, but we have seen a version like this Ultron before. I don't know if the prints are completely reused. I do think it's a new printed version, but definitely we have seen that before in one of the old Avengers towers specifically. Now, when this comes to scale, this is a couple centimeters taller than the Daily Bugle, so that will definitely stock up very nicely with your display. And I'm a really huge fan of the way that this looks. Even with the scaling, even with this 32 by 32 base plate that it's on, they use the scale really nicely. Now, even though it's going to the edges of whatever that is. So you can see it can be opened up and displayed. It comes with a bunch of extra things like that Leviathan. You can have it on, I believe that's a brand new piece that he's being displayed on. Oh, and I guess I didn't talk about that Kevin Feige figure. I guess he's not here. I guess he's just a separate thing. Well, Kevin Feige is a brand new exclusive minifigure to this $500 set. You can see him a little bit right here, but I'm sure he's on another side of the box. Then you can have another way of transporting Loki to actually two other micro vehicles. Then you have a portal. And it's really, really cool for display reasons, and there's a lot of extra stuff that you can include. And then, of course, you have Loki talking to Black Widow, recreating scenes from the movie throughout the entire set. And these are a good look at all of the figures again. So there is that Kevin Feige figure. I don't know what accessories he has, but I know he has a coffee cup and a printed cat mold. And this is just a video. You can look up this by yourself on Lego.com. And yeah, overall, a really, really cool set. Very, very nice. It does come with a couple gift with purchases. I do believe there's one with a taxi cab and Black Panther and a bunch of Chitauri that will come out, I believe, when this releases on the 24th of November. And I also thought this cool animation right here, I don't know if it'll come back, but that is really, really cool. And then you can get a better look at all the figures again right here. Some of them nice, some of them okay. I definitely think that's one of the weaker points of the set. I think the build is the main attraction, definitely. And even on this side, look how nicely that built is. I don't think it's going to be, I think it's going to be just as repetitive as the Daily Bugle, but although it does have a bunch of those angles, so it will be able to mix it up a little bit. Overall, like, I guess I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get, like, more stuff. Like, it feels like this middle area is just, like, a waste of space. Like, what are they even supposed to be doing here? There are not many iconic scenes that they can make from inside the actual tower. But, like, still, like, what is even going on in this thing? It's like you have a Captain America shield and you have, like, this orange and blue power balls. Like, well, that's a little bit disappointing that they couldn't fill it all the way to the brim, especially with the interior details. This part up here does stand out a little bit too much for me, I feel like. But there really isn't a piece that could go. I think that the logo looks really nice. And overall, great display ability. I'm really looking forward to I definitely want to pick up this set eventually. But it's just really, really expensive. And, like, when you think about it, to me, originally, the set, well, it's $500. It's a lot of money. But, like, compared to the Rivendell, I feel like the Rivendell was so much, same price, but it was so much more expensive, I feel, compared to what you're getting in this set. Even though I do believe that the Rivendell had more pieces. I'm going to actually go check that out right now. Just to give you a comparison, I believe I'm spelling that correctly. Yeah. So so it did have about 1,000 more pieces, which is interesting. So, like, you could pick up this, the Rivendell for the same price if you're looking for a good deal. There's a bunch of gift with purchases coming out around the week of the 24th. So if you're looking to pick this one up, you're a Lord of the Rings fan, I definitely think that this is a viable option to pick it up at this point right now. Like, build-wise, I think the Rivendell is more my favorite. I do definitely like it a lot more. I'm going to add this just to my wish list because I'm a big fan of this set. Yeah, I haven't picked it up yet. The future of Lord of the Rings, I definitely think if we get more sets, this will probably go farther down my list. And really, I did pick up the Sanctum Sanctorum last year. And so, if you look at my wish list right here, these are the sets that I want to pick up. Like, I know some of them, like, are retiring at the end of the year, and I want to pick them up, specifically some clone sets from Army Building, the brand new Dune set, which I have a video out now talking about, and then the Daily Bugle. But I think when it comes to priority, I prefer, like, I'm a huge, not so much anymore. I did definitely like the Loki finale, but MCU, like, if I have the Sanctum Sanctorum and the Avengers Tower, those go a lot better than the Daily Bugle does with either of those. So that would definitely be a pro to getting that one. But let me know which one in the comments section below you would get, Rivendell or the Avengers Tower. Great price comparison to compare the two. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe, and have a great day.